So we know that as soon as Saint finds something that he really likes, they will let him roll with it. Like he's a shot caller, and he'll be like, "I'm going to play this. Now build a team around it."
And they do that actually. They do that a lot actually. They do that with Voyboy as well, where Voy's like, "Guys, I want to play top Katarina. You should just pick it."
Yeah.
All right, fine. Yeah, and they just run for it. So we are in a Champions League. We can see what these guys are going for here. I'm hoping we see those kind of extra special picks. I would like to see Jungle Cassidy.
I mean, yeah, I mentioned there was two. The other one would definitely be Elements, of course, down in the support role. We always know, like, Cop's, his favorite's pretty easy. Like, right now it's MF. It's consistent. He does one thing at a time. But then Elements, I just asked Cop right now, and I was like, oh, what do you think you guys are going to have bot lane? And he's like, I never know what Elements is going to pick. I ask for Sona, and then he says, I feel like Fiddlesticks, so.
Good. No, it's fine. I mean, he has a great, very wide champion roster, and it seems to always, well, at least mostly work out really, really well.
You need to have that wild card on your team so that the other team can't predict what you're going to do. You always have the crazy man.
It's just great as well, right? Like you saw the coL pick from Dignitas last time, where they sent that in the mid lane instead. But right off the bat, they grabbed Vi. It's funny, we talked to Skara about Vi and coL specifically, and it was like, oh yeah, if you pick coL, you block Vi basically because you pop the ulti, you're fine. Here with coL ban, they first pick Vi and they're great.
Yeah, and Vi is definitely one of those new sort of trinity of bruiser jungles that's super popular. Yeah. Xin Zhao, Vi, and of course Jarvan. He could be played in a lane though, so Complexity, we haven't seen them do anything yet. Like, they've had a lot of time to come up with a good strategy. This could even be a lane Vi.
It absolutely could. We saw it from mid from Shushay back in the LCS Europe qualifiers. We've seen her top lane in general as well. Now, you called it. Cop is on Misfortune. Yeah. And we've got the Death Pony. We've got Hecarim up in the jungle here. Well, sorry, I think we've seen top Hecarim from Voyboy as well, but my guess is jungle here.
Yeah, he's really strong in the jungle. This is a lot different than what I thought Saint was going to do, because Hecarim is a very late game jungler. Like, he is a beast late game. It's so hard to take him down when he gets that max W. But Saint recently has been doing a lot of very early invades and stuff where Hecarim does not really shine as much there. So yeah, it's a possibility that it could be top lane. I'm still holding out for that jungle Kassadin because I really want to see it. He explained it to me, and I won't spoil it for you guys, but it's very interesting.
Well, what's great here is they can show Kassadin and be like, counter pick us, I dare you, bro.
Yeah, I know.
And then just be like, into the jungle you go, and because like with showing Hecarim too, right? Like I think people know Voy and they know he does play top Hecarim, but. Right, they could literally show Kassadin. 99% of all players would be like, "Oh, it's Kassadin mid and Hecarim in the jungle," and then switch them all over.
Yeah, Saint was like, "Yeah, go ahead and talk about it because like no one else is going to take it seriously." So I was like, "Okay, I'll spoil your thing." But like, if you think about it, like Kassadin, he's an amazing assassin, and when he's played AP mid, he usually struggles in that lane. Like it's so many champions can bully him out of lane. If he's in the jungle, he gets a medium amount of farm. It's going to be consistent as long as you don't get invaded, and he's got 100% roam time. You never know where Kassadin is. That's a very scary gank. So theoretically, it sounds really good, but of course with the Elise lock-in, we're not going to see it this game.
Yeah, not likely. Of course, with that as well, of course, Saint Vicious is just the guy who lane taxes everyone anyway.
Yeah,
so.
And that's why Hecarim is going to work well for him, because Hecarim getting fed, going late game, you can't take him down.
It's a good thing to see. Speaking of taking things down late game, we've got a Kog'Maw now picked up here for Complexity. So they've got quite a bit of late game power here.
Yeah, they have definitely filled out pretty much a normal routine, I say here, with the top lane, Renekton. Oh, actually, they could still switch it up. Lattimorous is holding on to the Renekton for a little bit.
Well, they got another pick to go.
Okay, yeah.
They can't swap.
Yeah, they'll probably switch it. Okay, so the teleport Renekton, I was going to say, has been so common. Like, we just saw Dyrus do it. Pretty much everybody's doing. He's just a bully in that top lane, and then when you take teleport, you get that extra global presence to be able to take other objectives.
And it's interesting, actually, when we were watching the very first game, Dan Din was talking to me about all the picks, whatever, and he was like, yeah, if you take teleport, it basically says you're not expecting to win lane. You're just like, screw it, I'll lose lane, I'll just go for objectives here.
Yeah, it's either that or you win lane
anyway.
And then instead of just winning your lane, you're like, oh, I get dragon and everything else I want to. So it works out either way.
So it's supreme confidence or non-confidence.
Yeah, if you don't have Ignite, then it's going to be a little more iffy. We'll probably see him start out with a red pot, I think. If you don't have Ignite, then I'm definitely, I'd say it's like 90% he's going to start with a red pot.
All right, and now you've seen actually the picks come through here. So Jackie, again, is on Rise. Looks like a pretty standard lineup here. What do these look like to you?
Yeah, I mean, this, like you said, it's standard. We've got Voyboy on Elise. That's always really fun to see. Ever since she came out, like before she was super popular, it was Voyboy was the first one in North America to make waves with her, and it's really exciting to see him. Especially, he mastered the 2v1 with Elise, which is a little more tricky than some people give credit to. But her repel is such a great tool against those tower dives. We've seen so many 2v1 lanes go bad for the solo laner because they get those early dives, or just the AD and support can dive the tower themselves and take the kill. But at least 2 seconds is just as long as Vladimir's Sanguine Pool of invulnerability. Like, you can't target him under the tower, and it's great for the early tower dives.
I'm expecting at some point Voyboy presses E and just dodges Lux's final spark.
He does. Yeah, it's gonna happen.
Yeah. And do you know from experience? I would guess, but I'm not sure. Would it also dodge Vi ultimate?
I haven't used a Vi ultimate on Elise. It says that she, like, everyone's like, oh yeah, she can get to whatever she wants. Every single time he's like, you can always get to what you want. So I'm gonna say that she'll jump into the rafters.
Just jump like way the heck off the map.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty
up.
sure it will dodge that too, though.
But now there's no cooldowns. A lot of Mortis, an early dragon attempt. They don't see this. He's actually completely away from the vision ward. Chuper's gonna come lend a little bit of help and a shield as well. This could very well be theirs. Really nice play. Lattimore is gonna find that one. That's an excellent play. Vi can jump over walls and got it for free.
Yes, that was similar to what Diamond was doing with his very early dragons that he does on Udyr or Lee Sin, except...
That's a really, really cool thing here. Of course, Saint now looking for the top lane as well. He's not been spotted by the ward.
This is going to be a good gank on Nick Wu. He's already stunned.
He's knocked him back into the range. There comes Voyboy. A lot of pressure on him. Nick Wu has flash. He uses it, but there's the repel. Voyboy is going to get first blood. Nice pickup there.
Have any successful ganks.
Nick Wu is just constantly in the fight right here. Pops the ult against Voyboy. Voyboy lands the stun, goes into spider form. Can he get the damage? It's going to be close. Nick Wu heals up a little bit. There's the repel, flashes them into the turret, but it's hitting spiderlings. Oh, he gets the wish. Voyboy's got turret aggro. He gets stunned, and Nick Wu picks it up 1-for-1, and the assist going to Soraka.
Oh, you always got to factor in the wish. That Soraka pick actually paying off right there.
That Soraka pick just turned a completely free kill into a completely free kill.
Yes, and you can see louder Mortis again, second dragon down. So this is actually really good for
around. Like, he's been winning those fights generally.
Yeah, I mean, the minions are pretty much even. He's a little bit down, but it's not too bad. You're right. I cop in trouble.
All right, they're gonna knock him into the air. Of course, they have the ultimate still as well. Look at the damage output coming from that. Suppressed. There's one. He gets dunked. They're gonna dive on a Saint Vicious. No one is around to help him, but they don't want to dive the Taric under the turret, so just a 1 for nothing.
Jackie doesn't care.
Now they found MIA though. Hecarim is around. Rise is coming down as well. They're going to go in for this one, but they find Elements first. Look at the damage onto him. He flashes, but still goes down. The heal into MIA, but he's getting hit. But the exhaust is there. He's not finding a lot. Suddenly, here comes Rise, and that might just be better than Here Comes Vi, because he picks that one up. Here comes Chuper though. Finds one, finds two actually, and look at that. Turning it around quite nicely. 2 for 3, I believe.
Yeah, and that is where most of her damage comes from, as Saint is coming in from the side here.
Bunch of damage right there. The shield is on, but they're going to fire right back on. Lattimore is getting bursted so heavily. Puts the suppression down, but still falls. Here comes the teleport in from the back on Renekton. He will cancel that or get stunned out by Elise. Chuper still getting chased under the turret. Lands the root, still trying to run from Saint. Really good slow from that Lucent Singularity. He's going to go behind the wall, but they're actually right next to a ward, so that's not going to quite be the bait they're looking for. Definitely, you're right. There's a lot of ward coverage everywhere, and so collectively, they're going to shove mid instead. We'll see if they turn from here.
Saint's ultimate is up now. They are ready to fight.
Oh, MIA gets caught out. Look at the damage. They burn the stun onto the support, though. There's the Misfortune ultimate shielded off, and here comes Saint Vision. Finds a perfect ult onto Brunch U. He gets taken a lot of damage. Saint's going to get found, though. They get Saint first. Now it's Voyboy onto Brunch. He's going to repel up. Will they disengage properly? A good shield. Nick Wu now in the front. A lot of damage onto him. Pops the Hex Drinker. There's the root. They find one. Nick Wu's going to go down. Voy takes Dragon aggro and falls down the Chuper. 2 for 1 so far. Let's see what else they can do.
Complex, a playstyle thing here. A lot of people are undecided as Voyboy takes a lot of damage under the turret.
And the silence keeps him from going anywhere at all, but Saint Vicious have found Brunch U. There's a teleport in from Nick Wu. Can they find anything? Nope, they're just going to burn his ultimate, but that is now the 3rd turret for Complexity. Nice pickup.
You can see that power spike. Is Curse feeling like they're strong enough to straight up contest this? It doesn't look like they're going to be in position because Elements is the only one really that close. Oh, okay, here they come.
They've moved forward, of course. Brunch U a little bit by himself. Saint off on the right-hand side. They stun Chuper, immediately cleansed. He was afraid of that one. Lattimore is charging up his Q. He's actually going to go look for something to push for. They found Brunch. Look at the damage coming out from Rise. Oh my gosh, look at him fall over. The death pony is here though. Can they get out? Great laser. They're going to go now for Saint. A flash out from Brunch. Can they pick up the kills? Elise finds one. Element finds another. They are starting to mop this up. Look at the kills coming from everywhere. Explosion's not going to be enough. Saint's still alive. Look at how much he's healing from his W. And they got a 4-for-1.
coP. I have to say, like, nobody really mentions coP right there, but he was alone with Vi in that back lane. The rest of Curse was like, see ya, coP, we're going to die, we have to kill this Kog'Maw. He just dodged the last Vault Breaker from Louder Motors by sidestepping. He literally just walked. So it's still not max cooldown reduction, and it takes a little bit to come back. So if he does that right before Curse decides to engage, then that's actually a big tool that's down for them.
Right, well, Complexity, they're standing right on top of a ward here. Of course, they know Baron is on the map for everyone right here. Of course, they get their ward down, and here comes Saint. He's going to find Brunch Yu. Fears him back. There's the exhaust and the flash over the wall from Jackie. Really helping this one out. Brunch trying to stay alive. The heals trying to help him. The wish on as well. They're going to find one. Can they find Saint in time? They're going to trade 2 for 1. But we saw it last time. The Curse cleanup crew was strong, and we'll see if that's the case again. Louder Motors right in the mix. What's he going to go for here? coP well positioned in the back. He's not going to fall down. And Complexity are running from a 4v3, but the stun is there onto MIA. Voidboy, a lot of damage. Louder Motors waiting over the wall. He's not going to look for anything there. Just a 2 for 1.
Curse should keep this up. They really needed to personally still come out behind, and they burned so much in that last one to protect Kog'Maw. Kog'Maw's flash, let's see, he's got 10 more seconds on it, and then he's going to be mobile again, though.
Yeah, he's down to 4, so that's going to be right back up. Of course, Red Elixir has been used on him as well, so they are just really trying to keep that man alive. However, Curse are looking offensive. They're going to find a little something here. MIA kind of caught out, didn't know that Curse was MIA, and he does make it alive, but that was close.
Saint has his ultimate right now. They could force something because there's a bad position right here for Louder Mortis. They're sort of disjointed.
Yeah, he's caught right on top of a ward right here. Good early pressure from Void. That's slow. Again, you're seeing that come out from the Rylays. And the Oracles on Saint, it's really doing a good job of blinding Complexity here. So
and look at the mana on Voidboy. You can see the recent changes.
Oh, Louder Mortis! No, you're right on top of the enemy team. Immediately gets dropped down. He's going to... Yeah, can't dash forward enough. And now Nick Wu getting caught. This is bad for Complexity. The dash is on, and they're going to find Nick Wu on top of that team. Saint taking a bunch of damage, but not enough. And now Brunch Yu, he's forced to run away. Bullet time goes off. Look at the damage output there. They do find the kill onto Hecarim. Nice escape. Voidboy repels up, finds a wolf to jump to, and gets out.
They need some magic because of the Warmog stacking that went on. This Baron dropping so fast, there's going to be no contest right here. They're going to come out with a purple buff and look for a fight.
All right, let's see if Complexity can get away in time. Voidboy's, ooh, nice Void who stops Voidboy in his tracks. But Elements,
if they're running away, then he can also use his ultimate, get that movement speed buff, and add something to everyone else as well.
Looks like they're charging up. Are they going to find anything? Void taking a bit of damage. The turret is down in mid, though. Inhibitor is laid bare. Complexity, are they going to give this up?
Yeah, they can't. They couldn't fight that. They were disjointed. Louder Mortis coming in from the back now, though.
He almost got the binding on a Jackie. Louder Mortis off to the side. They get the silence. He's going to go in. Look at the damage to the Jackie, and he's going to go in completely. A lot of burst, but look at Louder Mortis getting shredded apart. There's the dash from Hecarim as well, and Nick Wu completely eviscerated as well. Here comes the follow-up. MIA getting hit down. Brunch Yu getting another shield. No stun going to land for Void. Inhibitor is theirs. What is going to be the counterattack? It's 5 versus 3 inside of Complexity's base.
This game has been so in this game.
And I'm impressed with how fast they killed Warmog's, like...
Vi?
Yeah, like, and also with the Locket of Iron Solari as well. But now they still got that 5v3. They're going to kill the Inhibitor turret down here. The Inhibitor is next up. That's 2 inhibs dead. Elements, a bit of poke. Looks like he'll survive that, though. And Curse are now firmly in the driver's seat.
Well, the thing about Vi getting hurt so much in that fight was that less damage, but he does get that extra shield too, and that's going to work really well with the resistances that he got with the Negatron Cloak and the Frozen Heart. With 2 inhibitors down, there's only really one place for them to go. That's top lane. They're going to shove this in. They're feeling very secure right now. They've actually used all the money they got from the last fight to purchase, and there's only 1 inhibitor left to go.
All right, and looks like they're going to start the siege for that right now. They're splitting up a little bit. Hecarim went towards that mid lane to crush down a few minions. Louder Mortis is going to find that push. And look how far back coP went, but he's down to half health. Can they find the damage? Exhaust on a Nick Wu. Louder Mortis completely shredded apart. And now what is it going to be? Because Saint is here. Brunch Yu not in the best place. They're going to flash backwards. Elements right in the front. MIA goes down. Again, a 5 versus 3. Can Complexity run back? Can they rely on Brunch Yu? There's the repel. They found him a little bit. Can they get the damage? It's close. He is going to fall down. Not enough lifesteal for him. Trooper kind of caught alone. Look at the damage output onto him. Voidboy really making that one happen. And now it's a 2 versus 5 inside the base.
Yeah, I mean, that's basically the play that Complexity wanted. It just, Curse is not going to split up and leave Cop by himself. So they got the target. You saw Vi was able to get there. Lux was able to land her laser. That was a good combo. The entirety of Curse is there, though. And that's 3 inhibitors. That's probably going to be game.
And that is going to be the next is going down. Curse going to be going 4-0 in the LCS. Cheaper still going to hit down. Crushed on top of his fountain. That's pretty harsh. But 4-0 in the LCS. Complexity unfortunately starting out 0-1. But Graz Curse, they are remaining undefeated.
Yes. So it looks like they're still on track for the celebration on Friday night.
They got a couple more games to go. Yeah, you're right. They're on track. They're on track.
They're on track for it.
They got some games to go. You saw them just there on screen, leaving from their little gaming booth.